What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about provisioning. I've been getting a little frustrated with this because most of the time all the videos you see, they tell you how to level it up, but they don't really go into detail about getting ingredients. All they do is they tell you, go to Daggerfall, somewhere around here, and go in there and just loot barrels and crates and sacks and everything you can get your hands on, loot it. But the problem is that you're stealing that stuff, and not necessarily that it makes you a bad person in this game per se, but it just it's hard to keep those items, because if you steal one time and get caught, you're either gonna have to wait out your bounty or pay it off to a fence, and it's still considered stolen. So you can steal again, get caught, die, and lose everything. Whole hours worth of farming you can lose. So in Aldemir and Dominion, I haven't really seen a whole lot of guides. So right here at Malbaltor in Vale and Harbor, there's this spot right here, and this is where I've been going. You can once you clear this area out, you have to do a quest around here somewhere, and it's about level 30ish area. You come to this hut right here, and what you do is you just come in here. And the great thing about this spot is, as you can see, I'm not stealing anything. I'm not at risk of losing the items because I'm not stealing them. They're just simply taken. So I'm not, I don't have to worry about guards. I don't have to worry about people seeing me. I don't have to worry about any of that. All I do is just go through here and just take everything. I don't have to walk around like this all slow, getting from one thing to the next. All I have to do is just run through this area as fast as I can, take everything, and then log out and log back in, and everything will refresh. So it's a really easy way to get your ingredients, and this gives pretty good ingredients. For the most part, it's giving me what I need, and my provisioning isn't really high. It's only like level 20, about level 20. So I'm just focusing on trying to get ingredients right now, because like I said, you can have a lot of issues with getting ingredients. Like, for instance, I was stealing last night, and I didn't even get caught. So somebody else got caught. They ran past me, and right when I picked up something, of course, the guard ran past me and got me detected, and I got caught. Well, then from there, I had to run. Well, I didn't have to, but it's either that or pay off the fine and lose all the items anyway. So I chose, obviously, to run. I ran, and they didn't, it's not that they killed me, it's just my game crashed. And of course, at that one moment, it had to crash. So I lost everything, and it was just bad luck.
This is just awful.
So stuff like that can always happen, which is why I like this spot, because you're not at risk. If my game crashed right now, I wouldn't, I'm not worried about losing my items. And that's kind of what made me try to find some better spot. Sorry. It frustrated me enough to where I decided I needed to either find a place that was easier to steal, or a place like this that I wasn't stealing, which I didn't expect to find. I just kind of ran into this, and this is the only spot that you actually steal in this whole place. So it's pretty good. Like I said, when you get done with this, I'll show you. Just log out, and this is actually the longest part of the whole thing, is logging out and logging back in. That's the biggest pain. It takes the most time, and it's most time consuming. But I've been doing this for like 30 minutes, about 30 minutes, and I'll show you my inventory so you can see it's not the fastest, but it's the safest. It's one of the easiest ways to get some of the ingredients that I've found, and it's not gonna require you to be a high level. So it's really good for starting out, because provisioning can be really aggravating, trying to get not only the ingredients but the recipes, and it levels up. If you do it right, you've got people who are putting out really good guides that are showing you they can get it up really quickly. But you don't have a lot of money to go spend on recipes, and you don't have money to buy ingredients from each person from a grocer for $150 each. That's just it's insanely expensive at that point. But you know, at the lower levels, when you're like me and you don't have a bunch of money, all you really have is, you know, just a few little recipes that can get you to level 50, and you just want to try to power level it. This is probably the easiest way. Do this for a couple hours, go back and just make everything you can and go from there. And I'm probably going to keep doing this for a while. But alright guys, so here's the inventory. As you can see, this is all the stuff I've gotten over the past, you know, little while I've been doing this, about 30 minutes or so, probably about 45 now after making a video. And you know, it gets you stuff pretty quickly. The longest part is the logging out process, and you know, I've noticed you get a lot of these, you get a lot of mints, you get a lot of rows, and pretty good lemons and seaweeds and stuff like that. That's really stuff that I personally have a lot of recipe demand for, so it's working out pretty good for me, you know. But so this is my first video. I apologize if it wasn't really interesting and attention grabbing, but this is just a farming method I found. You know, I hope it helps you guys out. And if you guys could just go down there and give me a like and maybe subscribe, I'll try and put out some more videos here soon. I'm going to try and get up quite a bit so that I can get as many out there as I can. And I'll see you in the next video.